Now, I will be the first to say that NBA 2K21 Next Gen is the best looking basketball game of all time, graphically. Hands down, there is no other game ever made, no other basketball game that was ever made that looks better than this game. Period. And I'll go on record to say NBA 2K21 Next Gen is the greatest basketball game of all time. That is until they release NBA 2K22. And this is not a biased review because 2K don't pay me to say this. I'm only giving my review from a player standpoint. And let's be mindful, I have played 2K since the great Allen Iverson graced the cover on Dreamcast. So you do the math. Now, let's get to the point at hand. If you want to play me, all you got to do is just look up my gamer ID because that's me in the city. Yeah, Kendrick 2020. Now, that's the city, and that's one of the biggest enhancements from next gen and current gen. We know we had the neighborhood, people complain. Now we have the city, which is just enormous. The city is so big until they literally had to give you for free a skateboard to get from place to place because it's so huge. Now, the affiliations, we remember back, I think it was 2K16 when they were first introduced. You could join an affiliation and you would get like a boost, a defensive boost or on one affiliation and several others by joining another. That's not happening as far as the boost, but you can join a different affiliation, and by joining a different affiliation means you rep your affiliation. If you go to the Wildcats, you will be with the Wildcats, and some of the benefits is that you get a chance to wear, your Wildcats clothing. You get a chance, if some of your friends are Wildcats, you guys can hang out in that part of the city, as well as go to the park. It can be dominated by Wildcats. Now, I have went from different parts of the city, like from the Wildcats to the Beast, and went to the park and played. And you can mix it up with different players, and there's no problem there. Now, one of the biggest benefits I've seen in affiliations is the music that they play and the different events that happens. You could have like this Mobile One event where they have like you're trying to get points to go around the lap, and it's by winning 3v3s and a variety of other games. But you have a list of your affiliations and all the people are with them, and they compile the points to show you who's leading, and that makes it dope because you have something to play for. You have an affiliation, you want to be better than everybody else point wise. Then they give you a leaderboard to show you who is the best in your city. So it's more on a competitive standpoint, if anything, with the affiliations in the city. Now, you could see on this video that they really pay homage to Kobe Bryant in this game, from him gracing the cover. He has like 2 covers for 2K21 current gen and next gen, as well as you have a Black Mamba court that's in the Beast City part. If you join the Beast, you could actually go to the Black Mamba court. Well, you don't have to join, you just could go there. As you can see right here in this video, you'll see that like Beast logo when you're there, and you just go up. And the Kobe Bryant Black Mamba jersey and his symbol, they got Kobe on the wall with the number 24 when he grabbed the ball and just posed. You have to see it for yourself. The court is super dope, man, and I think they really did him justice. He has a mural. There's a lot of Kobe stuff on here that gives him, pays homage, which it's only right. So that's well done. let's get back to the graphics. Graphically, bro, this game is an you just can sit back and watch somebody else play, and you can see all the likeliness. The best dribbling system ever, hands down. I would say the best courts of all time. You could see the hardwood glare, the best neighborhoods. Everything, in my opinion, because I see everybody are crybabies when it comes to. I'm part of the 2K community, so I hear these guys crying. They've been crying ever since 2K introduced the parks. That's where all the crybabies came in, because when it was just online, you playing against somebody, you could hear that one person bitch and complain. But now the 2K community is full of a lot of bitching. A lot of bitches, man, because they just can't learn the basics. The fundamentals of the game is just shoot, dribble, play defense. That's like you in a real basketball game, but most people want to complain. And my only complaint about 2K Next Gen and 2K Current Gen probably will be they need to do something with the shot meter to make it more authentic, I would say. Now, what a lot of you players haven't realized, and I didn't see anybody mention this, but you can say you heard it on Kendrick's News and Entertainment. The shot meter actually was stolen from NBA Live 19. That's the exact way that you shoot the ball on NBA Live 19. 2K just saw that and implemented it into their game on a sneaky note, because Live didn't bring out a Live 20 or a Live 21. They're sitting back waiting, because it's like playing a game of chess with those two, because NBA Live 19 actually had a chance to kick NBA 2K20's ass, but they, opt out of that. But at that time, NBA Live 19 was and still is the best live in over 10 or 12 years, hands down. So back to 2K21 Next Gen, like I said, that meter just needs to be tweaked. But once you get it, once you practice and get your rhythm, because it's a game inside of a game, the shot meter, it's a timing thing. It has a lot to do with your shooters as well, because we know regardless of how bad your timing is, if you get a Klay Thompson or a Steph Curry, bro, you're going to green. You're going to green probably 2 out of 5 shots, guaranteed, unless you just really trash. Now, the soundtrack is always up to date with the latest and greatest artists, and you get some nods to some throwbacks like a Tribe Called Quest. Dope soundtrack. Like I said, I can't find nothing to complain about. I've been online playing, and on Next Gen it's so fast. It's like zero loading, and you're in a game. So I can't complain at all about this game. I'm wondering what everybody's bitching for. But then again, I had to think, this is the 2K community, and they bitch and complain off of anything. But I can understand the VC. I was complaining about that. This game did have some glitches in the beginning, but you got to look at it. We are in December. NBA 2K21 was released, bro, in October. So we talking October, November, 3 months. Give them time to do some patches and some updates and see where it goes from there, because I have seen nothing but greatness in this game, and this is the beginning. I'll tell you this. I have gave Runny 2K pure hell for 2K19 being almost the exact same game as 2K20. Then 2K21 coming out the box looking just like the other two. I mean, they were lazy. It basically was a copy and paste. But the realism, we can't deny that. But yeah, it basically was the same game until this happened. When this happened, I saw all the upgrades from the graphics to you can see the ray tracing in this game, as well as the improvements of the city. Just takes this to a whole different game. You could literally spend all your time in the city and don't even play no other part of this game, and just take up a big portion of your life, because you have so much to do. They have people walking around that has different missions you can go on. Like I went on this mission, this one chick, they walk around, by the way, with an exclamation point on their head, and she gave me this challenge that I could receive like 800 VC. by going to defeat, I think it was Bird, Magic, and Jordan. And boy, did they tear my ass up. But it was so fun just going on that mission. And I was like, all these missions got to be great. Because that mission there was just so much fun. Just, you know, then you go to the warehouse. It's just a different vibe. And these courts, man, like I said, once you play on these courts, you would be in awe. And it's so much in the city. I can't even talk about it enough. But I'll say one thing. I know you guys are probably wondering about the character models, like the My Player. Now, they got different hairstyles. You could wear a mask, as you see. I'm wearing a mask. That's new. And one of the features they took away is the barbershop. So don't come on here thinking you will be looking for the barbershop, and it will be there, because they took it away so that you could actually, once you reach like pro, I think it's pro level 2, they unlock all of that in your editing. As far as like your hair, you can change your color, your beard, you can change your color. Same thing you used to do in the barbershop, you could do on your own, which I thought saves time. Now, every store on here has its own store. The Nike store, the New Balance store. So they're like neck and neck downtown, right by the monuments where you collect your daily rewards. There's no more little arcade store that they have on Current Gen. But I think it makes a good this and that. Let's put it that way. Because if you're playing Current Gen, you want to have like it's a different game. Then next gen, you want to feel like it's a different game. So, you know, I still have both. And spinning the wheel, I still like doing that as well, because if you love 2K, you love 2K. You love everything they put in there. You're a part of that. Now, let's talk about going into your season. You could still go through My NBA and just go forever. Put any player. My team is just the greatest My Team they ever implemented into 2K. All of the locker codes, I have probably put in roughly 100 locker codes. All of the challenges has been great. It's the tournaments. My Team is so good this year, man, until I'm just so excited to see what they'll do with it next year. You have to play My Team. It's still in the city. You can go in there, you take your picture. Great, no problem with My Team. The WNBA is big on here now. You can create your own female. You could go in a completely different story. So they actually put My Career for the women. So much added into this game. And with next gen, you can do so much at once. And I can't even touch on all the topics because it's just overwhelming. The amount of content that they added. I don't think people give it the credit that is due, because I don't think a lot of people have this, because I actually spent like $100 to get the Mamba edition until I didn't have to wait until it dropped and then buy it again. All I had to do is load it up. But this is a 4 out of 5 in my opinion. And I can't touch on all the topics because I don't want to hold you guys up forever talking about this game, but it's just getting better. I think it's only getting better. Like, it's so many modes. They have all the old modes that were on the Current Gen and then some. So you have to see this to believe it. Once you feel it, the controls are better, the dribbling is better, everything looks better. Everything looks 10 times better. And like I said, besides the little tweaking of the shot meter, which is a little better on next gen, I would say. Seems like they tweaked it a little to make it easier, because that's all everybody wants, is to make an easy shot. And I think they made it way harder for you to shoot compared to any other 2K. All the rest of the 2Ks were very easy to shoot the ball. Like, now it's a game inside of the game, trying to, so nobody, I guess, get their ass blew out anymore in park, or when you're playing against somebody, they want the person who mastered the shot meter to be the best. But it's so much, and I know I'm missing a lot of things to talk about in this game, but it's got to be, in my opinion, the best 2K ever made. And I'll go out on the limb and say that, because you got all your old teams, new teams. You have the best My Team. The story mode The career has some different aspects, but it's basically the same as current gen. They just moved it over. But this is the best 2K ever made. I don't care what nobody say. Until they probably drop 2K22. Like this video, leave your comments. Hey, if you want to play, there is my gamer tag right there. And subscribe.